Om Shanti. Baba's remembrance is very natural when I think of all my relationships with Baba as eternal self, as a soul, point of light. I belong to one. And it is at confluence age Baba comes in the body of Brahma Baba and adopted me as a soul. Baba said, "You are my child." And Baba explained how I got lost. And now Baba has found me again. Baba explained me how decline, descent happens. But now this is the time to ascend. Came from home, played my part. Now I have to return home. So Baba adopted all of us, each one of us. So my relationship with God as my mother and father, my parents. Shiv Baba, through the body of Brahma, said, "Oh my child." Shiv Baba as father and Brahma Baba as mother gave us spiritual birth, gave third eye of knowledge, aim in the life and the destination. So Baba became my teacher. And when there is relationship of child and parents, there is no effort, no struggle, no difficulty in remembering.
No hay
Well,
dificultad.
so now I remember Baba as parents. In Lokik, relationship of Lokik parents and child, in that relationship, child never thinks or asks, how do I remember my father? How do I remember my mother? It's very natural. There is a lot of love. And we know how important it is to have relationship of parents and child. So when I think of my relationship with Baba, it's not that he just gave me spiritual birth, but he's sustaining me until now. Because parents always think to give best education to the child. So Baba himself becomes our teacher. He is knowledgeable and He teaches us. And then, as Sadguru, as Supreme Guide, gives us directions, Shrimat, so that we can have liberation and liberation in life, Mukti and Jivan Mukti. So there is so much love, deep love for Baba. So let me remember Baba as mother and father in this spiritual birth. Even in path of devotion, we pray to God as mother and father. And that was from our last kalpa. All the souls are children of God. But for us at confluence age, it is impractical. Baba adopted us. Every morning, Baba says, my sweet children, my most beloved children, my lovely children. So I remember Baba, that Baba adopted me and taught me about purity. So I become Brahmin, live the life of purity. Baba creates yajna to sustain us. And until now, whether we go to Madhuban or at any Baba's yajna center, Baba sustains us, gives the experience of what is to be God's child, love of godly family, relationships of purity, cleanliness of place and heart, makes us beggar to prince. This way, I can keep thinking about what Baba gives us. But we go in silence and with lot of love. I remember my parents, my mother, my father, helping me to return to my eternal self, my true self, and make me understand the truth of life. Remember Baba as one who is ever pure. Experience Baba as ocean and restorer, as in this physical world one goes in the ocean, immerse in the waves of water. So when I look at Baba, he's also ocean. So I go and merge in ocean of love, ocean of peace, and it becomes easy when I'm taking drishti from Baba. Merge in Baba as ocean of love, ocean of peace, beyond and above everything. Baba sustains us through thoughts, words, and actions. Creates for us this unlimited family, unlimited yagya, unlimited love within the family, an unlimited way to serve, sustain us through yagya. As much I think of Baba's part at Confluence Age, my remembrance of Baba, my love for Baba is very natural. Let us merge in the ocean and be colored by the company of Baba.
Esse Sakapyoka श्रेष्ठ प्राप्ति है। सत्यता की शक्ति पवित्रता की शक्ति जिसकी प्राप्ति सतयुग में आप सभी ब्राह्मण सुदेवता बन आत्मा और शरीर दोनों से पवित्र बनते सारी सृष्टि चक्र में और कोई भी आत्मा और शरीर दोनों से पवित्र नहीं बनते। आत्मा से पवित्र बनते भी है लेकिन शरीर पवित्र नहीं हो मिलता। तो ऐसे संपूर्ण पवित्रता इस समय आप सब धारण कर रहे हो। फलक से कहते हो, याद है क्या फलक से कहते हो? याद करो। सभी दिल से दे अनुभव से कहते हैं कि पवित्रता तो हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है। जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार क्यों? पवित्रता व सत्यता प्राप्त करने के लिए आप सभी ने पहले अपने सत स्वरूप आत्मा को जान लिया। अपने सद्भाव शिक्षक सतगुरु को पहचान लिया। पहचान लिया और पा लिया। जब तक कोई अपने सत स्वरूप व सद्भाव को नहीं जानते तो संपूर्ण पवित्रता सत्यता की शक्ति आ नहीं सकती। तो आप सभी सत्यता और पवित्रता की शक्ति के अनुभवी है ना, है अनुभवी, अनुभवी है। वो लोग प्रयत्न करते हैं, लेकिन यथार्थ रूप में न अपने स्वरूप, न सद्भाव के यथार्थ स्वरूप को जान सकते। और आप सबने इस समय के अनुभव द्वारा पवित्रता को ऐसे सहज अपनाया, जो इस समय की प्राप्ति का प्रारब्ध देवताओं की पवित्रता नेचुरल और नेचर ऐसे नेचुरल नेचर का अनुभव आप भी प्राप्त करते हैं। तो चेक करो कि पवित्रता व सत्यता की शक्ति नेचुरल नेचर के रूप में बने हैं।
Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to our series Complete Purity, Eternal and Original Self, Day 13th, Anadi Adi Swarup. आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने अनादि स्वरूप का चिंतन करे। आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने अनादि स्वरूप का चिंतन करे। आए अनुभव करे, अनादि रूप रच कर, तन भान तज कर। अनादि रूप रच कर, तन भान तज कर। परम धाम चलने, स्मृतियों से सज कर। प्रभु पास आकर, किरण में नहाकर, उनसा बने यादों में हम समा कर। स्नेह से कब तरु का सिंचन करे, आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने अनादि स्वरूप का चिंतन करे। आए अनुभव करे।
Shanti. Baba explained it in such a beautiful way that as Baba gave us knowledge or understanding of our eternal self, that eternal self was completely pure, and also about himself, that Baba is also ever pure. It became easy for us to take purity as my birthright. If Baba said there is no understanding about purity of eternal soul, that I am eternally pure, it would not have been possible to adopt life of purity. So purity is very natural for us. We think it's our birthright. And it's true because all of us were attracted towards purity. And then we start living purity in terms of actions and words and thoughts, food, lifestyle, relationship, everything pure. So remember this point, it will help you that because Baba gave us recognition that you are a pure soul, eternally you are pure, and I am also pure, ever pure. So that means since we became Baba's children, we understood about purity. Yes, there are a lot of hermits. They leave their home, family. That's a different kind of purity. But living in the world, living in the family, to have life of purity. Purity not only celibacy, but purity in all different ways. Soul consciousness, purity at the thoughts of, at the level of thoughts, words, and actions. Say very, very, Baba says, no one understands this purity. Even I think if your family or you talk to your relative, they don't relate to word purity. But Baba says, purity is your birthright. And then we know because when there is purity, then only you can have pure thoughts, good wishes, have pure words, pure elevated actions. Without purity, you cannot have all this. Yesterday, blessing was very interesting, and in which Baba defined the purity as all relationships with one. So I had been reflecting on that, how my intellect and mind can stay connected. You know, we use word connected, so sometimes we think how, but actually, as I mentioned that if God is my parents, and not only this is in level of consciousness, but in practical, right? In practical, but Baba gave us this spiritual birth. This life came from where? The spiritual life, from Baba. As parents, Baba adopted, then told us this is your inheritance. Then Baba as teacher started teaching us. And then as supreme guide, he gives us directions or Shrimad. And when I follow Shrimad, not only I become elevated, but I am able to settle past karmic accounts and I am able to do elevated action as a instrument or as server. So these are three important relationships. In the morning, when we wake up, Amrit Vela, we say good morning to Baba as parents. Then we study, his teacher, I am a student. Then he's Sadguru. You think that there is difficulty in remembering how many times your child at this age, when he comes from school, talk about his teacher. Today my teacher told me this. Today my teacher taught me this. Today, how many times? And same is us. I think we also, when listen to Murli very carefully, how many times we just say, oh, this morning Baba said this. We think about it, we share with others. Even It's our nature. If anyone calls, this is what Baba said this morning. So one of the way to make our remembrance more natural and consistent is to think about what Baba said in the morning, which actually should be very natural. But what happens sometimes, our intellect is very engaged in actions. So we forget. We forget about what was this morning's blessing. But if you pay attention, and if you amongst yourself, or even if you are alone, you remind yourself what Baba said this morning. So that's remembrance, right? Brahma Baba used to say remembrance is not necessarily when you sit, you have to remember. But you can remember your father, your mother, you remember your teacher, and then because Baba has come to take us to liberation and liberation in life, so he gives Shrimat. And Shrimat is for us to just see that how we do not do another such karmas again, which can create bondage. So we have to do actions, we have to share responsibility, but if it is done in soul consciousness and follow Baba's Shrimat, and Shrimat also are certain principles in relationships. If we follow them, so you are remembering actually Sadguru Baba as Supreme Guide. And then Baba as friend. Not only that, but Baba as, they say that he takes our life, the life of boat across, in the sense he is a boatman. But Baba is also one who is our boss, no? I remember that once I shared this in a public program, and this was a program of leaders, no, very important people. So one person, he was boss of the company. He said, I felt so good. Now, tomorrow when I go, I will say Baba is the boss, so that my head is light. And he started using it, and he found that it was so different to think of Baba. But also when body is not well, body has to go, it has to be fixed, any surgery or anything, then who is the surgeon? It's Baba. So many souls tell this experience that Baba is my surgeon. Someone had open heart surgery, and in the end, last thought was that Baba is my surgeon. So, of course, after surgery, when he opened his eyes, first thing he said, Baba did very well. When doctor came and said your surgery went well, immediately realized it's Baba. And whenever nurse will open the closet or something for medicines, he will just see Tirmurti. He will see Baba. So all relationships with Baba, but also Baba is the one who also is supreme judge, no? In the end, based on our purity, Baba is the one who gives us uh, that we could pass, cross between corporeal to subtle to incorporeal. So when I think of all relationships with Baba, and someone asks few questions, one is, where should I remember Baba? Should, oh, Baba says, remember me in Paramdham. Now, why Baba says, remember me in Supreme Abode Paramdham? So that I can experience silence, I can go beyond. But Baba is serving, right? And you remember, I remember Baba. Wherever Baba is, response will come from there. because Baba also is at service now. But Baba, as Baba's presence and love, see, when we have parents, why I said we have, because some of us, our parents are not in the body now. There is some kind of that presence of parents is always experienced. Not when we say present, that means he's here, but I feel presence. I feel presence of my parents. When the relationships are very close, you feel their presence, right? Presence of any relationship. So presence doesn't mean that person is there. Actually, when that person is not there, then you feel the presence. When that person is there, you won't need to say this one is present because physically you can see. But presence is more internally, that closeness and love makes me feel my parents are with me. When there is exam or test, you think of your teacher. What did he tell me? What Baba said in the morning? So remembrance is very integrated our whole day while doing actions. And that is why one good thing is that whenever we cook food, we know we have to offer to Baba. That's remembrance also. So remembrance really is very much in our life whole day. Now some say Baba said, remember me 8 hours. So why Baba says 8 hours? Because if we pay attention to remembrance, and that also then we maintain it as pure remembrance, then yesterday I was saying all the traces of the vices, subtle sanskars, they are erased, they are removed. So remembrance of Baba based on relationship is very, very natural. And that is why the effort is really to remind yourself that eternal self, there is truth, there is purity. And see, Baba also, like as is Baba, so are you. And as you are like Baba. My realization when I came in Gyan was, who am I? And then I said, but Baba also is like me, only is supreme. Then everyone else also is like me, but maybe at this time in different sanskars. And it brings such a feeling of knowing each other, closeness and relationship. So recognition of one's own eternal self is important because then you can connect with Baba in a different way. Like he also is a soul. I am soul, he is also soul. He is supreme soul and I am soul. And that is why I like very much thinking that really being Baba's child, I have all inherent qualities of Baba, but at this time the percentage is very low because we have acquired a lot of things, birth after birth in different relationship. I know someone said, I never had good relationship with my father because he used to like my brother more or he gave attention to his studies. Not so I really don't have very good feeling. So I said at conference age, you have another chance to be a child, to be a real child of parents who care for you. All of us, I think some have, some don't have. Some because one of the parent maybe left body early, didn't have enough time with one father or with one parent. I always see confluence age is another chance first to experience what is to be a child. Second time you're getting this chance, or could be the last time, so that the ideal relationship of child and parents. When I first time went to Madhuban, and the way Brahma Baba not only took care of me, but all of us, I really, really, not just because I had faith or knowledge, I felt he is my father. Even before seeing him, the way I used to hear, he is my father. So in this birth, what is the life? What is the experience of a child and parents with God? So that's another chance we get, in the sense of if there was something missing, sometimes there could be a lot of attachment of parents with the child. They just keep child very much under, not control, but maybe discipline. But how Baba looks at me as a child and how he sustains me. That is why you hear in the end, when Baba says love remembrances, in the end Baba says, because when we used to lay Madhuban, anyone, say, Baba, don't forget me, you will remember me, you will remember my name. Baba will say, smile, will have his eyes very moist and will say, I can't remember you, I have to remember Baba, but I won't forget you. No, so they say in the end that I won't remember you, I won't forget, but wherever you are, you be immortal and live happily. Na yaad karo na visro. I won't remember nor I will forget you, because I have to remember Baba. How can I remember you? But just feeling, I wish you all had that experience with Brahma Baba. You could really feel. But then on the other side, very loving, very caring, every step he wanted to that we are taken care of, physically also, spiritually. But then he was also very detached. Because he's setting example that as parents, how much love there should be for children. That's why he keeps saying, sweet children, sweet children. He took care of what food should be given, and for every little thing. And that is why when you go to Madhuban, it's not they planned, but everything the way Brahma Baba did. Your takeaway food, you will, when you go to Baba's meeting, you get a sense. I mean, everything what Baba did, they have kept as the tradition. So, real experience of parents and child and student and teacher. Baba, Shiv Baba was in Brahma Baba's body for 37 years. And there was not one morning when we didn't get Murli. He was such a teacher. He will teach every morning. And then, of course, few times he was in hospital. So he will dictate Murli to Shudadi, and they will still get Murli. There is no one in the world, such a teacher, who teaches 365 days. And it's not he came and opened a book and read to us. Because he is Father, he spoke to us as a teacher. The relationship of father and teacher. Then he gave directions. One is through Morley, but for us there was opportunity to go to him. He gave directions for service. He gave direction to Ramesh Bhai to keep Bhandara, whatever directions, for everything. And then, amazingly, if you hear from Dadis, their experience with Brahma Baba, he played part in all relationships. And every night, all have to sit together in history hall, and they used to call it court. Court means what? Everyone just shares whatever little mistake I made and realization I had. Like today, if we ask anyone, you did this, who did it? Nobody says right. But those days in the night time, someone will say, Baba, yeah, this was my carelessness, so this happened. This was my carelessness. I sat and I was gossiping. This was, no, they will say it like in a court. No, if you say true, then you won't get punishment. Right? So he played that part as Supreme Judge. So remembrance of Baba in all relationship should be very, very natural. Not only natural, but it's there, right? Relationship, the remembrance of relationship. I think we all have that experience. If not parents, then sister, if not sister, brother, husband, wife, any relationship, there is natural remembrance. So one is love as love. Baba also says lover and beloved. But love in relationship. And that also because Baba wants each one of us to experience that ideal relationship, perfect relationship. And that's definitely I had with Brahma Baba. But even now, as I said, that how Baba is present when I say is taking care of us. In your life, you will find many, many things, little or big, how they become available, how Baba provides. Sometimes you feel Baba is doing everything. Baba is really taking care of you. How many of you feel Baba's care at present? Can I see hands? Okay. How many of you don't feel it? Is there anyone who don't feel that? Because maybe it's our intellect, maybe we think, oh, I am responsible, I will do it. But if you really internally go to Baba for anything, whenever, and also as a trustee, as an instrument, you play your part, whether it's use of body or use of time or wealth, whatever. And then you see how Baba really, really takes care of us. So someone said, is Baba in Paramdham or present? So when we think, say word present, we think like he's sitting. Of course, one can feel he is very close. But through your remembrance, you are invoking him. When you remember, you are invoking Baba, right? When you say Baba, you calling him or remembering him. So he must be present. He will come. Or he will, whatever needs to be done, uh, his energy will make it happen. So it's not he is omnipresent, but he is present in the sense, when Murli Baba said, you say, Hanji, Baba, yes, please, or Ji Hazur, yes, sir. So what will Baba say? Hanji. I saw Dadi Gulzar's relationship with Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba's relationship with Shiv Baba, Dadi Prakash Mari's relationship with Shiv Baba. But I also have this experience that once you have said Baba, he responds because I also and many of you, we have kept aim to always say yes to Baba. Always say yes to Baba. And what will Baba say then? Yes, child. So that's again the relationship with Baba. With my relationship as a not only obedient child, but I have respect for Baba. And I believe that whatever he's asking me to do, he will give power for me that I will be able to do. That's my always faith. Many new services begin, and Baba will say, Mohini, go there, have this, do this. Oh, I don't know. Say, let's see, let's go. Baba had said, let's go. And then we go there, and then, everything how it works out. So, saying yes to Baba, there is a big package that is power in it, that's capacity in that. There are blessings in that. You do it. And so when you will listen Murli, some of you heard Hindi Murli, that Baba's task had to happen. But Baba allows you to gain some karmic good karmas for your fruition. He makes you instrument so that you can earn your fortune. That Baba's work has to happen anyway. And same is when you have deep faith, you will never say no to Baba. I saw with Dadi Janki. Anytime Dadi Prakashmani will say, Dadi, this has to be done, and this will be double foreigner share, and we will do this for Gyan Sarovar. So Dadi will say, but then Dadi said, oh, God remembered me. God thought of me, so it must happen. And we used to tell Dadi, yes, Dadi, we all will do it. It will get done. And it used to get done so easily. But she used to feel happy that God is thinking of me. So if this relationship with Baba is of Hanji, then Baba will also, we always say, Hanji child. It's a very lovely relationship, which I enjoy a lot because I have tried in my life during Sakar Baba, then Dadi Prakashmani, then Dadi Janki. I've never said no to any one of them because they are the ones who will tell, no, Baba is not there. And that's why I also had very, very lovely, very good relationship with Dadis because they know that I'm not going to say. So many good things get done when you say yes to Baba, which you might not even think you know or you could do. So, what I'm talking about, all relationships with Baba, to think in that relationship, remembrance is thinking of Baba. Remembrance is thoughts for Baba, thinking of how do you remember your family? Thoughts come in the mind, right? Good memories come. So, thoughts of Baba in different ways, what Baba is teaching me, what Baba is giving me. So, that remembrance stays not only 8 hours, it should be actually all 24 hours. So, remembrance is not difficult, but then some little bit attention is important, or reminding yourself of your eternal being. So I really liked yesterday, and I thought today whole day about all relationships with one. When there is purity, then remembrance of Baba. Even, one time Brahma Baba asked Dadi Janki, do you remember the students you give course? She said, Baba, how can I remember them? I have to remember you. She said, no. If you have thoughts, thoughts will reach them and they will awaken. And since then, let's say, I get thought about any brother, sister, anyone. I don't say it's attachment. Oh, I just send good wishes. Baba's love, all the best. Maybe that soul needs some help. So when I get thought, I immediately send all the best, good wishes. Everything will be okay. You belong to Baba. So there is no like attachment or what, no. Dadi Janki said, when there is purity, there is pure love, there is no attachment. So this fear also of attachment, or thoughts of this soul is coming. One is, of course, if there is something settling, then that thought bothers you. Keep coming back and you repeat it and it's waste thinking. But there are all of us towards each other to have good wishes, share Baba's Sakash with each other. And that continues as service. We call it Mansa Seva. And we are very, very fortunate, in the beginning, now also, when we have to go to Madhuban, we used to make big groups. It's better to go as a big group. It's easy for them to receive the company in the train. Now we just get in the flight, but even in flight, sometimes we see so many BKs around and we say, oh, we're going as a group. So today I had this thought that we all have begun this journey as quite a big group, right? So our destination, we all going together. We go to Madhuban, we go to Shantidham, we will go to Satyug. So I felt very happy that Baba must be looking at us, that we collectively in a big group coming to him, whether to offer bhog or to meet him, to remember him, be together. So I want to thank you all, and it's really, really something surprise and a pleasant surprise that we all could be together for such a long time. And I'm sure that we will continue that way. So remembrance, remember that it's very natural and it's with all relationships. Any relationship you think of Baba, that is called remembrance. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Airlines. Today we are going to travel down south of North America, all the way to Guatemala. Are you buckled up? Because we're about to take off.
This is the pilgrimage place of Baba in Central America. It's a very, very beautiful Baba's place. And it was in these two sisters, Sister Anne and Sister Leticia. Leticia has a beautiful clinic there, health clinic, and Anne also works. And also there is a big house. Whenever we go, we stay. They have beautiful story. They wanted to build a temple. So you saw that big hall, but then they got message in 1986 during Million Minutes of Peace Appeal, and they got Baba's message. Then Dadi Janki, myself, we went, and they changed it into Baba's home. So also they have beautiful home. Both are very, very Baba's valuable and humble instrument. Not only that, but since they belong to Baba, they have 100% faith, never has any difficulty, had been on a spiritual path in a very, very smooth way. So our visit to Guatemala, they have beautiful gardens, lot of beautiful things there. So whenever you have chance, when travel begins, you are most welcome to visit Guatemala. I'm inviting you on behalf of these sisters because I know they love the whole family. They are saying, yes, you are most welcome. Yeah, we could come, right? All of us? Yes, come. Come, welcome, right? Okay, all the best. Om Shanti. You know, it's a very, very big property actually, but very well. Every plant, every flower, they have nice gardeners. Okay, blessing for tomorrow. May you always be happy. May you always be happy and serve many others with the awareness of Vaha Drama Vaha. Vaha Drama Vaha. These days we say word drama a lot. So much is happening, it's all drama. But Vaha Drama, not necessarily yet come out, right? And one of the Baba Brahma Baba used to say, or someone of the Dadi, sign of perfection is when you will say Vaha Baba, Vaha Drama. So we are little far from there. So when we see so much violence, so much natural calamity, we say drama. It's all drama, but we don't say Vaha Drama. But today Baba is saying that may you always be happy, serve many others with the awareness of Vaha Drama Vaha. While watching any scene of this drama, have the awareness Vaha Drama Vaha. And you will never be afraid. So we say drama, now we have to say Vaha Drama. Why we say Vaha and see the magic? That you will not be afraid. Because you have received the knowledge of drama and how the present time is benevolent age. Whatever happens, some benefit there. That whatever scene comes in front of you is filled with some benefit. It's not that easy. Sometimes you don't immediately see benefit. Even if the benefit is not visible at the present moment, even if benefit is not visible at the present moment, that whatever scene comes in front of you is filled with benefit. So Baba says that even the benefit is not visible at present moment, the merged benefit will be revealed in the future. The merged benefit will be revealed in the future. Then you will remain constantly happy with the awareness. Vaha Drama Vaha. And you will never feel sad about your efforts. No fear from the seen, and you will not be sad with your efforts. Many others will automatically be served through you. So from now, let's see, one is to save our drama, other is to see that if naturally that's coming. You hear about a lot of floods are coming and you say, "Wah, drama." And generally we say, "Oh God, drama, oh God, drama." We yet don't say "Wah, drama." So that means there is still something, percentage left in our stage of perfection. Slogan. The power of silence is the easy way to serve with your mind. Power of silence is the easy way to serve with your mind. Where there is power of silence, there is contentment. Where there is power of silence, there is contentment. Every word of Baba needs reflection, right? Churning. Okay, let's remember Baba. He felt went on a long tour.
शिव बाबा से जिसका संबंध है उसे हरदम आनंद ही आनंद है। शिव बाबा से जिसका संबंध है उसे हरदम आनंद ही आनंद है। उसे हरदम आनंद ही आनंद है। उसे हरदम आनंद ही आनंद है। शिव बाबा से जिसका संबंध है उसे हरदम आनंद ही आनंद है।
This song is saying, English वालों को बताना
करनी में फूलों से महक है जिसकी वाणी में कोयल की चहक है। ओ जिसकी करनी में फूलों से महक है जिसकी वाणी में कोयल की चहक है। बाबा की रजा में रजामंद है रजामंद है। उसे हरदम आनंद ही आनंद है। उसे हरदम आनंद ही आनंद है।
to belong to Baba, Anand hi Anand, blissful. One who has Baba in life, there is always bliss. And bliss is above sorrow and happiness. Anand hi Anand hai. I wish that we had translation for all those who don't understand in these songs. We're trying to get some English ones, but these are very beautiful songs. Okay, Om Shanti and good night to everyone.